All right. So I'm gonna be sharing the news for the week, what we have going on for this week, and let's see the days that is gonna be volatile for us to know that okay, just for us to have a guide of this is when we should be trading, this is not when we should be trading. Do you understand? That's why we're looking at the economic calendars first. So I'm gonna refresh my FS book. If you know me, I always use my FS book very well for my news. So I dare you guys to use as well. Monday is gone already. If you see Monday, there was Canadian news holiday, so there was already nothing on USD card or USD pairs because but because there's news on the New York market. All right. There was holiday on New York market, but tomorrow we have pounds news, basically in the midnight. This is pounds news in the midnight. That's weird. All right. I don't know how volatile this particular pair news is, but let's see. In the morning London section period, we have news on this euro unemployment change. So if you're trading like euro or euro USD, yeah, you should just take note. All right. On USD tomorrow, do we have news on USD tomorrow? Now, so we have manufacturer PMI news on USD tomorrow by 2:45. By 2:45. These are the two major news we have on USD tomorrow. We have a news on Canadian dollar too. So that's basically these pairs are the New York section pair. So that's to tell you tomorrow if you're gonna be trading, try to make it around New York section, alright? And try to trade after the news because well that's where you can get the real movement and the volatility around that period. So Wednesday, as we're looking at it, there's news on Australian dollar. We don't really trade Australian dollar. Me and you, we trade SAUSD, GBPUSD, GPJPY. Those are the major pairs that me and you guys will be trading. So we want to focus on USD pairs. But if you have your own favorite, just like the way I'm checking for my favorite, you have to check for your own favorite pairs as well. If you're trading anything that has to do with euros, so you need to take note of all this, all right? Now, Euro USD, I really don't trade Euro USD like that because it's not that volatile, right? When I mean it's not that volatile, it doesn't, like, the pips doesn't count like, the percentage on profit doesn't count like gold. You know, gold is very volatile and we make good money on gold. But SAUSD, you can get good movement and you just realize that you're just making 20 pips, 30 pips at the end of the day, which is really not money, you know? So we want to focus on things that really get us paid. So if you're checking on Wednesday, we have news on Canadian dollar too and USD. Okay, this is volatile. This week is gonna be volatile because we got NFP coming later this week as well. First Friday of the month. All right. So if you look at Thursday as well, we have this news coming on Thursday as well. Friday, I believe there should be NFP, non-farm payroll and unemployment rate. So the major one coming on this week is gonna be NFP, the Thursday news, and Wednesday I can't really talk, but Thursday and Friday, those are with the major news we got for this week. All right. So that's to say that we got good opportunity. So don't rush the market today. I don't see any reason why anybody should trade this week. To trade this Monday because I was basically active in the market. I've been checking gold. Gold has just been moving from 500 to 2502. Nothing has been happening. Do you understand? And you look at USD, GBP USD2, nothing has been happening. The only pair that I think that's moved today is basically GBJPY that I've looked at. And GBJPY is because it broke to the upside, and we'll analyze all that to you guys later on. So, like I said, our focus on this week now is since we check the news, we know that Thursday is gonna be real volatile, Friday is gonna be real volatile, Wednesday should be volatile as well. Tomorrow, yes, there should be a little bit movement better than today movement in the market tomorrow. So yes, we might probably get opportunity tomorrow. And you know when I mean opportunity, you know what the kind of setup what we are talking about, all right? So let's see. Let's see what we got on the chart. Let's review it and let's start analyzing. Let's start on SAUSD. All right. Before I start analyzing, do anybody have any question, any concern you want us to address? Anything at all? Tife, Obla, Joaquin, Bebo, Chike, Mr. Ba, Miss Kevin, Tonye, Big Name, Mauta, and Rex. Any question?
Yeah, so boss, I was wondering if we can have like a major revision class, like everything, maybe just one more lesson again, just to cover everything again before maybe we back test and all those stuff.
All right, yeah, we can do that tomorrow. No. Let's do that. I'm not sure about tomorrow. Let's do that on Wednesday. I can do that on this class now because it is currently being streamed live and other people are on the call with us. They are just streaming generally.
Okay, boss.
All right. Other question?
It's like I'm not too familiar with the major pairs we are trading on.
So the major pairs we've been trading, if you check your history, your MT5 is SAUSD, GBJPY, GBPUSD. Those are the pairs that we've been trading. Then the major pairs that we have in the world are GBPUSD, EURUSD, SAUSD, GBJPY, EURJPY. Just basically any pair that we have major 5 pairs in the world. We have pounds, we have GBP, we have USD, we have JPY, we have Canadian dollar, we have our SWIFT. All right, so any of this pair connecting to each of them, right, correlating together, those are the major pairs. But the major pairs we personally trade are SAUSD, GBPUSD, GBJPY, EURUSD sort of as well. All right.
All right.
Great. So let's start with SAUSD. Let's analyze SAUSD. Let's look at the trend of the market. Let's see what's gonna be doing for.
No, sir, please, one more question before we start, please. In USD card, please go there before I can explain better for you to understand. USD card. Sir, if you want to draw your support and resistance now, in this place now, you see that the wick are very long. Will you start from where the body stop down to the where the wick stop, or
so
how is that?
Let me manually draw my own support and resistance on this side, looking at it. So I agree that this market is a bearish trend at the moment. So since it's a bearish trend, that basically means I'm looking for opportunity for a sell, isn't it? Right? Do we all agree this market is a bearish trend?
Yes, boss.
All right, great. So, and if I look at it carefully, I'll see that, okay, at some point there was a major resistance at this point that created last. So look at this point. This was a major resistance that we have at this point, right? And the last support that we had there was this. This was the last support that we had. I'll look up here on the wick. And another level that we had was this. Look at this support that was a breakout. This support level was a breakout, but market never came back to do the retest of it. All right, so that one was just a normal support on the normal support that turned to resistance now, but no retest yet. And of course, look at this arrow point. This is another resistance as well. Do you understand? But from the upside, these are resistance 1, resistance 1, resistance 2. All right, because that's where that's the nearest level I can think of selling from. Now if you look at this chart, all right, you see that the market has been pulling up, it has been rejecting from here. So basically, because you have drawn your resistance here, you're basically looking for this market to come back to this resistance, isn't it? Right?
Yes.
Now, if you look at what the market is doing, you need to go and check the lower time frame and see what is happening. Don't forget I told you that market sometimes can create resistance itself. You might be expecting that this price should come back to this resistance, but it is close to this resistance here already, and maybe some way, somehow it has already started creating resistance itself. Do you understand? Now, how does the market create resistance itself? Market can just be moving and somehow like this, it creates resistance, push down, and you see that it's coming back now. If it's coming back and you see that the price cannot break above this recent resistance that it created, that means what? That resistance is not valid. That means what? It can push the price down. Do you understand? So forget that you have a resistance at the upward moment yet, but you need to see concrete reason to say, okay, this market has actually created resistance here. So looking at this market, are we gonna say that market has created a new resistance yet? Or this is still their major resistance? Which of them?
It's not the major resistance. It's haven't created any.
Okay, great. Now let's go to 1 hour time frame to just look at it very well. Now look at the 1 hour time frame. Look at the last high that created. This was the last high that created on that 1 hour time frame. Alright. And if you're looking at it, you see that the price has not been able to come back to that last high that it created. Right? Instead of the price to come back to that last high, what has been happening? The price has now been giving us what? Equal high now at this point. Do you understand? And it is not breaking the lower low too. It's not giving us lower low. It is just now what? It is ranging. Do you understand? So now, what do you think would happen on this market? Do you think it's still going to push to this next level? Or do you think it's going to break to the lower side now?
It needs to get to resistance.
What do you say?
It needs to get to that resistance. It still needs to push up.
Now, if you're saying it still needs to get to that resistance as this way market is, you're still right. Reason why? Because what? You can still not sell yet. You cannot sell yet regardless of the market is downtrend. Because what? This pattern that is created here, it is not valid yet. This one is just what? It is just ranging. Right? This one did not give us M pattern. Assuming you see M pattern here, that will give you opportunity to sell. But because if you see that what? The market just gave us equal high and equal lows. So assuming this one now breaks lower, let's say this price now come break lower, retest it, then you can now say that what? It's gonna sell, isn't it? But right now, the best thing will still be what? The market should push back to the what? Nearest high that we have marked out. Because this resistance cannot push this price down. It needs to give us what? Liquidity. Then price will what? Push down. And at this level, don't forget that even when it gets to this resistance level, what is that common price action you need to look for, or common chart pattern you need to look for when it gets to this resistance level?
M pattern.
Your M pattern.
Yeah.
If you see the M pattern, it gives you strong confirmation that what? It's time for you to what? Drop. Alright? So now let's go back to 4 hour time frame. Now look at it from the 4 hour time frame very well. You will see that this is not just ordinary going back like to retracement. This is not ordinary retracement again. Alright? Because if you want to analyze this market very well, look at it from the way it's starting to retest. When it's starting to retest back, what do you see that it's creating? Obviously, we're expecting the price to push back to this resistance level to retest it so that we can sell, right? But on its way to go and retest it, is it forming normally just a normal movement, or what has it created now?
It's forming higher.
It's been giving us what? Higher highs. Right? Higher highs. Isn't it? Look at it very well. Series of higher highs. That means what? This is not a normal what? Retracement. Because what? We've been having minor bullish trend. So that's to tell us that what? Before we can say that we're going to sell this market, we need to see concrete reason, we need to see concrete proof before we can what? Think of selling this market now on that resistance level. Because what? It is creating bullish trend already. Are you guys there?
So to me, USD card, I thought it was uptrend, though, like structure, the market structure.
Why do you say it's uptrend?
If you take a look in daily and weekly, it's uptrend. I mean, I was really looking for the buy in this market.
Okay, let me look at it. Let's look at the daily trend. I actually did not check that. No, look at it very well. This is not a trend, a down. This is not an uptrend. Look at the current trend of the market. This is the daily. Look at how the sellers been happening over time. Can you see?
Yes, but me, I was really calculating I was really taking from the back, like the history. Yes.
No, as a day trader, you need to follow what is going on right now. So the major thing going on right now is the bearish trend. They are the one in charge. All right.
Got it.
So now the market is still bearish. It's still bearish, and that's to say that the market is still gonna sell, right? So your work right now should be what? Getting that sell opportunity. All right. So now you have your resistance 1. Don't forget, mark this out exactly on your chart. You have your resistance 1, which is here. Your resistance 2, which is here. So any of this level that you find M pattern, that should be where you're gonna sell from. Does that make sense?
Yes, boss.
All right, great. So anybody looking at USD card, please make sure you mark that out on your chart. Those levels, those are the levels that you can think of selling the market from. All right.
Sir.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah, Joaquin.
What goes up pattern? Can you still buy?
What do you say?
I said, what if this market goes up this resistance now, goes up to this support, they test this support, form a W pattern on this support, can you still buy?
So you're saying if this market come back to this support, yeah?
No, goes up, break the resistance up.
So let's say if it breaks the resistance above, right, and retest it,
Come down, retest.
give you W pattern on a support level. Yeah, you can buy, because now in this one it's showing that what the market is changing trend. Do you understand?
Okay.
But don't forget that in a bearish market, your priority is what? Following the trend. Don't forget that. So don't try to miscalculate that. Don't forget that I told you guys that when you're doing your analysis, you need to what? You need to be firm on your decision. All right? You need to be firm on where you're working with. Is this with sell or with buyers? All right? If you're not firm at the initial period, with your at the starting point of your analysis, you're very tend to making mistakes. All right? So you need to be very careful.
Right.
So now let's go to SASD, our main pair for the week, because it's SASD. Last week we got 70 pips on it on Thursday or Friday, thereabout. And this week, let's see how much we can make on it again, because that's a pair I believe that can make us crazy tons of money. All right. So now you know the deal already. Before we can think of doing this or we can trade this pair, we need to look at what is going on exactly. What is the trend of this market? Because that's the primary aim of what can make us successful on trading this pair. What is the trend of this market of SASD right now? Let's do this together. I need everybody to answer to this. What's the trend of this market?
I think bullish.
So you can see very well, though.
Can you see
Market
now?
is bullish.
What's the trend of this market? Everybody agree on one.
The current trend is bullish.
The current trend is bullish. Do we agree to that?
Yes, sir.
Bullish.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So now we agree that the current trend is bullish. That means what? Our strong bias should be on what?
Buying.
Buying. Amazing. And you know that for us to be looking at buying, we need to be operating with what level?
Support.
Support level. Support level, isn't it?
Yes.
So that means what? Your first work should be what? Scouting for support. Go to 4-hour time frame and scout for any support that you can see. Alright? Now that's basically what I've been scouting for since morning. And now when I've been scouting, you see that I mark out this level. Now look at this level. This is my support level. Alright? This is my support level right here. And at this point again, this is my support level, because if you look at this point, this is where there was a resistance before and there was a retest here. All right, you see that there was a retest here. So this one makes it what? Another what?
Support.
Another support level right here. So now our major support level is gonna be between first level, which is this, and second level, which is this. All right, now since we are trying to just get support level, right, what other tools can you try to put in and see whether there's another support somewhere we are not seeing, just to be confirmed? Trend line.
Trend line.
So if you look at this chart, do you think trend line will work in any of this? No, right? But let's just actually looking at it, no, but let's try with our eyes. So if I say I want to connect first level, second eye, what level will it give me? Obviously this is not working because what, it looks like it has broken, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'll delete it. I will try from again, one level, second level, this one, this two. Let me try to connect it. Obviously this trend line is showing that what, it has broken again, right? So this is not working as well. This one, they are telling us that what, this market should sell based on what is showing us that it's broken, but we know that the market is bullish. So our confidence still works with what, the bullish market. All right, so now looking at it, that means we're just gonna use this support and this support level only. Now on the 4-hour time frame, you need to pay attention to what has been happening. The 4-hour time frame, you will see that this was the last highest high that we have. All right, this was the last highest high that we have. And if you look at the price of the market, you will see that the market has actually not pushed to that level. You see that the market did not come back to that last highest high. If you look at it, can you see?
Yes, sir.
Instead, the market now created a new what around this level. What did the market create at that point?
Liquidity, double top.
It created what? A new resistance level. At this point, it couldn't push to that point. Now, because of this new resistance level that it created, that's why this price has not been able to push to this level, right? So for this price, for the market to push to this next resistance, it will now need to have to break this resistance level first before it can push higher. So that means what, there's two resistance levels that the market has automatically created, right? Now, if you look at this price very well, as of last week, you see that the price created almost 4 top, right? Which is 1, 2, 3, 4 tops at that level, isn't it? Now, because we have 4 top, there's no way the market will not push down a little bit. Now, because of this 4 top, we have the market to push down. It forced itself. If you look at the market on Friday, on 1 hour time, you see that the market forced itself to push to the lower, to push down. All right, it pushed down back to this level, to this last support level that we have here. Look at the last support level, right? So now let's go back to 4-hour time frame. Since the market has created triple top or 4 top, right, it is very normal for us to think that what, the market is gonna change trend. Do you understand? In fact, we should be suspecting that, okay, is this market actually gonna change trend or not? Because what, seeing 4 top when the market has been bullish, that is what, very suspicious. All right, so now this level, because of the market has created 4 top and the previous trend is still bullish, right? Now we need to suspect we need to be curious that, okay, where is the next direction of this market going next? All right. Now, how do you determine the next direction of this market? How can we actually figure it out? So now, how do we figure it out? You need to look at between this. You need to look at between this low and look at the go to 1 hour time frame. If you go to the 1 hour time frame, you will see that the first level created here, the first level that touched this support created here, the top created, this was the resistance that created, right? So you mark that resistance out as of that point. If you look at this level, you see that what? We have level here and we have a resistance level here. The market created a resistance here, right? And the market pushed low again. Now on 1 hour time frame, this will be called a what? Looking at this level now, this will be called what? This low that I did, looking at the previous low, look at where the previous low happened, right? That should be called what?
The resistance level now.
No,
Resistance.
this level now, look at this no, this lower low that I did. This should be called a lower low. I mentioned it already, all right? Because what, you see that the market pushed down lower than the previous one.
Oh, yeah.
This is the 1 hour time frame. Don't forget that we already have the equal top. The equal top was this. And you know that equal top is giving us things that our market can change trend, all right? So we need to consider both options in this case. Equal top, this was the low, this was the last low as well. And if you see that the market created a lower low here now, a lower low, because it was the last low, right? We now have a lower low. Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
The market gave us a high here. That high was what? Because of the retest of this support that we have here. Then the market now gave us a lower low here again. This lower low, the market pushed all the way up and came back to this level that we have our resistance before. This is our resistance now. This is our current resistance. The market created equal high here now. Right? So now, as the market is right now, it is very sensible for you to say that what? The market is not going to buy yet until it corrects itself. Reason why this market cannot buy, because what? It is under a resistance level and it is under a what? A creating bearish trend. I don't know if you guys are getting me. Are you guys with me?
Yes, boss.
Now, this resistance here, we need to be careful, all right? And at the same time, these supports that we have here, if you go to the 4 hour time frame, on the 4 hour time frame, there's really nothing like lower low. You will not see the lower low very well here. So if it is when you see lower low, that's when you can regard that, okay, market is bearish or it is creating bearish trend. But if you come to 4 hour time frame, you see that this market still closes what? Above this normal support that we have. So that's to still say that what? This market can push all the way up back to this level. Right? But before it can push back to this level, according to the bullish trend that we have, this market now needs to what? Face these challenges that we have, this new resistance that we have here. Now, all I'm just trying to say is this. If this market have to push up, the market will need to what? Find a way to break above this resistance that we have now. Retest it, then push up. So now, what we can look out for is find a way if the market will break above this resistance and create W pattern for us around this point, then what? We can now find a way to what? Buy and push up. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Yes, boss.
Because if the market does not break above this new resistance, you see this red point that I put out, if the market does not break above that resistance now, that means what? The market will still what? It will find a way to start what? Selling. And you know that what? If the market is going to sell, all you need to see now again is what? A new lower low. You need to just see a new lower low that is lower than this one. Than the last one. Alright? Once you see a lower low, that means what? Our working, or what we'll be working with is now bearish trend. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So now what we are confirming now is what? We need to see a break above this side for us to continue working with the bullish trend with buying. And at the same time, if we mistakenly go and see a new lower low lower than this previous low, that means what we're gonna be working with what? What do you say?
Selling.
We're gonna be working with
Selling.
sell, right? Because what we will now agree that what the market has changed its what?
Trend.
Its trend. Alright? Now that is even likely to happen because what you see that we already have 4 tops. And for us to have 4 tops is not easy. That means what? The bullish are battling to break that high, but they couldn't just break it. The sellers are what? Really pressurizing them. Right? So if we're gonna have a lower low at this point again, that means what? The market is going to what? Or is going to sell. Easy. But if we don't have a lower low tomorrow, by tomorrow, if we're gonna have like a new higher high to this point and retest level, we see W pattern, we'll take what? We'll take the buy. So in between this level, you cannot do anything yet. Alright? You need to wait for the market and wait for the price action. Is that understood?
Yes.
Alright, great. So that's basically what we need to watch out for and what you need to look after. Alright? That's for SAUSD. So you guys should mark it to your chart analysis the way I did right now and watch out for it. Alright? Now let's look at GBP JPY. Sorry, let's look at GBP USD. Looking at GBP USD as well, you can simply tell that what is the new trend that is in the market right now. What's the new trend?
Downtrend.
It is downtrend.
It's following a downtrend.
And because it is downtrend, right, we know that what is the major trend?
Bearish trend.
Bearish trend. Because do you say the major trend is bearish?
The trend is bullish.
The major trend is bullish, right?
Bullish trend, bullish. Bullish, not
But see,
bearish.
it's been going up. And at the same time, you see that what is currently happening right now, it is bearish. So that is holding us from buying, and that is also what? The only thing we can do is look for opportunity to sell. But because the major trend is bullish, if you go to 4-hour and daily time frame, that means since this market has started bearish trend, before we can think of buying, we need to see correction pattern. The correction pattern will be what? Maybe to see W pattern on this support level. For us to know that, okay, this price has now changed from its bearish trend to now bullish back. And once we see that mistakenly W pattern, that means what? This market is going to go high, right? But if we don't see any correction pattern, at that point, that means what? The market is still going to what? It's going to keep selling. Because you can see that the way I marked this out now, this was the last resistance there. Alright? You see this is the last resistance that we have there. So the market has not corrected itself. So for now, we still have to just be patient and work with the bearish trend on GBP USD. Alright? Until we see that the market corrects itself to bullish trend back. Alright? So for me, I would say for us to trade this pair, let's be patient and still watch out for it. Because me, I'm not really gonna follow the bearish trend yet. I would rather stick with the bearish trend. Alright, I just need the market to correct itself back. Let's look at GBJPY. Now, GBJPY, if you remember, one thing that messed us up last week was because what? The market was ranging between these levels. And because it was ranging, we were following a bullish trend, alright? It was ranging between this level and eventually it broke out last week. It broke out on Friday actually. It was really ranging from support to resistance, And don't forget, if you know how this market was going to break out to the upside, I already taught you guys, looking at the previous trend or the current trend, it was bullish. So the market actually broke to the upside. And looking at it, right? And this is my last resistance level, so you should be looking at this market. This market is much easier to trade now. Look for the price to come back to this last resistance level that is now in support. Wait for your W pattern, and the funniest thing is this market actually create W and M pattern a lot, all right? And what, you go long again. So tomorrow you should watch out for this one. This one is pretty easy. This is a bullish trend in place right now in this market. Or you use your trend line. This is my trend line that I just drew out. If it doesn't create W pattern here, it will come here. It will come on this W on this trend line pattern, create W pattern, and what, and buy. So these two levels should be where you're looking to buy this pair. This one is sure buy. This one is for sure. You just have to find the level it's buying from, and that's the two levels that you can buy from: this level or this level. All right, just find the W pattern from there. Now, I think if you're looking at peer to trade, GBP/JPY should be on your top list, because this one is very clear and the trend is clear right now. All right, so it's actually on my top list. It's actually on my stop list. I'm looking to buy on GBP/JPY. I'm just looking for the market to pull down. All right, so that's our major pairs that we've analyzed: GBP/USD, SAUSD, and GBP/JPY. Any question? Any question, guys? Any question, guys?
No, boss.
So let's see this setup tomorrow morning. You guys should look at your charts. Don't try trading anything for now. Just be patient and wait for all those things after. See the clear direction of the market before what you try making any decision. All right, and I've been seeing comment like consumer trader. I've told you guys, and I'm sure you guys have seen, I have nothing to do with ProFirm anymore. So please don't ask me questions about any consumer trader or any ProFirm. And I don't recommend any ProFirm as of the moment. Fibonacci tools, if you want to watch, learn anything about Fibonacci, you can just go to my YouTube. I think I have a good video on that. On how to use Fibonacci. Let me see if I can find the video for you.
Hi, Abby.
Yeah, Tifa, how are you?
I'm okay. So, if your analysis plays out, are we expected to take the trade ourselves or just wait for your?
So the best thing for this stage, you can just send your analysis on the group. Let me at least try to confirm it before you take the trade. All right, that makes what you're doing more credible, and and it gives you confidence extra. Do you understand? You can always start me up. You can always call me if I don't see it on time, and just let me confirm your trade. I hope you've not been trading, Tifa. I told you.
No, I haven't. I've been very busy. No, I haven't.
All right, so just continue trading back this week, and I see that your lot size was disorganized. All right, stick to the lot size I've given you. For now, you can be using 2.5 lot size per trade on any signal that will drop. Or if we are trading together 2.5 lot size, that's fine. All right, just use it and follow the instructions as I've given to you.
All right, thank you.
So this is the video on how to use Fibonacci. You can watch this video. It's very clear and it's been made 2 years ago and still very relevant. All right, that's very good. Okay, if you're a new trader and you already know the basic step, so I would recommend you to watch this YouTube video, the one I made. This one, there's this particular video I made. Let me try to. How to use technical analysis. Where's it? Okay, yeah. Technical trading strategy for beginners. You can watch this. This is very helpful. This video, there's a lot that you can really learn from it. All right, you can watch this particular video. So somebody asked, is it a must to wait for double top, double M, bottom? Trust me, it is better to be a must for you to see that double top, double M before you take action. Because what? It reduces, it limits you to the kind of trade you're gonna take. And that means if you're limited to the kind of trade you take, but when you eventually see that pattern, you know that, well, okay, this trade is sure. It gives some assurance, it gives some credibility to it. Do you understand? So it's better you wait to see that patterns before you take those trades. All right, that's gonna be all for now. Take care, guys. See you guys on Wednesday or tomorrow. I will let you guys know on the group. All right.